fantastic that you're there to see this training, to hear this training. My name is Henk. I am the Managing Director of the community of XERA Pro. And tonight we also have translation not only in Arabic, but also in Spanish. So if you want Arabic or Spanish translation, then you can see in the button and you can click on that. So many thanks to the translators for doing a great job. Yes, we're gonna give training and tips how you can become successful in the XERA Pro business, but you can say in life. So I think it's very important, and I will repeat that a few times, that you have a notebook. Better is 2 notebooks. One is for making notes to learn and also to plan your life. We're going to talk about that. And the other one is for your name list. So to become successful in life, there are always, or with the XERA Pro business, there are 2 very important things. That is your mindset, the way you think, your belief systems, your focus, your attitude. And it is the marketing system, the marketing instruments, the process, and now also how to use the promotions in that. Those 2 things make you successful or not successful. You can say with any business in life. So we're going to talk about that in detail. I think personally that your mindset is the most important. So you're also going to learn the how, what is the marketing system, but the why, your mindset is most important, because if you know the how, but you not have the right mindset, you will not be successful. But if you don't know the how, but you are so motivated, you're so motivated to change your life, you will find a way to do it. In this case, I also gonna train you how to do it. So let's talk first about the mindset in detail before we talk about the marketing system. And I always want to start with, to make everybody aware that there are 4 types of people in your country, you can say in the world. The first type, they have a lot of time, but no money. They are unemployed. And we're going to see in the coming years much more of those people, not only because it's predicted that in the coming 5 years, around 800 million people will be unemployed because of the AI, but also what's going on with the monetary system, the debasement of the currency, the losing from buying power, why the prices goes up. It's called inflation. That is the real reason of inflation. The second group is a group who have money but no time. They work very hard. They totally focus on their career, and on a certain age, can be young, can be later, they get a burnout, or some of them even a heart attack. And then the third group, I was part of that group. They have no time and no money. They have what you call a job. And a job, what I had myself, is stand for just over broke. You are 1 salary away of being totally broke. So I had to go to my job, but 2 weeks in a month, I had no money anymore because I had to pay all my bills. And despite, or the money was not there anymore, I still had to go to my job, so I had no time. This is 99% of all the people. 1% have time and money. Now, listen good. If you have good health and time to enjoy your money, you have freedom. Behind me, you see a few books. I have written books in German language and in the English language about this, called Create Your Life. But how do you come in that situation of time and money? Because this 1%, they have rich parents. They give them every month, money or a budget, or they are in the board of their family business. The other possibility is they have a talent. They can sing very well, or play football very well, or play tennis very well, or drive the Formula 1 car, unbelievable. But if you don't have rich parents, or if you don't have talents like that, How do you come in a situation of time and money? There's only one third way, and that is becoming an entrepreneur. But becoming an entrepreneur means mostly you have to have a new business idea and you have to invest a lot of money, or you have to find investors. So a very easy way to become an entrepreneur is affiliate marketing, or in old school, you call it network marketing. And that can be an unbelievable possibility. And the XERA Pro business can be an unbelievable possibility for you to achieve this situation of time and money. This is very, very important. Now, it's also important that you start to plan your life. And most people are not doing that. So if I ask somebody, how do you want your life to be in 3 to 5 years? They mostly say, I hope. They hope something because they have no idea. Most people, they're planning their life, they're planning their holidays or vacations. And if you not plan your life for you, somebody else will plan that for you. And this somebody else is more focused on his own life than on your life. Because most people, they walk through life like Alice in Wonderland. So the first thing is to plan your life, to understand where your community, where the XERA Pro community can be in 3 to 5 years, how big this can become in an environment as we have today. And it is important that you write that down in your notebook. The second thing is that you visualize how big your community in the XERA Pro community is. Where is your organization? Is that only in your country, or is it spread all over the world? What kind of positions have those people? Where are you going to inspire people and to train people? Because this is a journey in personal self-development with a compensation plan attached to this. You have to go out of your comfort zone. You have to grow as a person. Otherwise, you cannot be successful here. And the third most important, more important goals is, how do your life look like? In material way, what for car are you driving? What for house are you living? Maybe not in this country where you live nowadays. I also moved away from my country, from Amsterdam, 33 years ago. And the most important thing is your immaterial goals. How are you growing as a person? Where are you talking about? Are you talking about to help other people to come on a higher awareness level, or are you just talking bad about other people? So this is crucial, important. And all those things you have to write down in your first notebook, because you start to plan your life, not your holiday, your life. And now it is very important that you are reading that every day. Because if you read that every day, you're gonna program your unconsciousness. In other words, you start to program your beliefs. And there are two things sure in life. Everybody's looking for security. Life is very insecure. There are only two things sure. First is that we're gonna die, or do you know somebody who is 150 years old? And the second thing is what you believe gonna happen in your life. So if you believe that you will not be successful with the XERA Pro business, then you will attract circumstances and people who gonna prove you will not be successful. But if you believe you are successful, you will attract circumstances and people in your life who gonna prove that you are successful. So pick one, but be careful, because that's gonna happen in your life. Now, when we knowing this, we must very careful what we are saying to ourselves. What is the voice in our head saying us? What for words are coming out of our mouth? What kind of TV programs are we looking? What articles we are reading? Is that bringing us in the direction of our goals or not? what people we are surrounded with. What are those people saying to us? What let they say, us say and do? And is that bringing us also in the direction of our goals? And, then we must make an emotional decision, because maybe it's better not to surround ourselves with those people, because most people don't want you to become successful. Like in my situation, coming from a very poor family in Amsterdam, my friends where I grew up with, they didn't want me to become successful, because me becoming successful is a mirror for them not being successful. It's called cognitive dissonance. What does it mean? Every human being is selling his own behavior to himself. Otherwise, you cannot live with yourself. So if I buy a BMW to drive 200 kilometers an hour, and the car is only going 100 kilometers an hour, I can do two things. I bring the car back because I want to drive much faster, or I'm selling it to myself. 100 is better. It's not so dangerous, maybe. It is less speed. I'm not getting a penalty from the police. And that is exactly what's happening. The people who don't want you to become successful. And then there is another group. That's the family. My family told me, Henk, stop dreaming. Will never happen. Take a job. Now, I already knew what a job was. That was no time and no money. So with family, you can deal 5 minutes a day because you love them. It is your family. But, you could talk about football, but not about this, because they're not bringing you in the right direction. And then you have people you can spend hours with. You can even spend 2 days with them. You can spend 2 days with them in Istanbul on the 13th and 14th of July, because all those people, they all want to go in the same direction. I know this is emotional, but this is how it works, because what people telling you is, you don't really think about it, but they are programming your belief system. And we already know that what you believe is gonna happen in your life. And what you believe gonna manifest in the physical world. And let me explain that to you, how that works. That's why these are also tips not only for a successful XERA Pro business, but you can say for a successful life. What you believe is where you're committed to, or not because you don't believe in it. And where you're committed to it, you have an action or no action because you don't believe in it. And this action is giving a result. No action is also giving a result. And this result is confirming your belief. And by doing this circle, you are manifesting what you think in your head, what you believe in the physical world. So if I believe 50%, I have a 50% commitment, and a 50% action give me a 50% result, confirming my 50% belief. But when I have a 99% belief, I have a totally different commitment, a 99 commitment, what gives me a totally different action, a 99% action, what gives me a 99% result. But the real difference between very successful and less successful, I have spoken with many world champions in Monaco. Some of them were even my neighbors, like Nico Rosberg, Formula One, Mercedes driver, is this 1%. Are you believing 100% or 99%? And that is why it is so unbelievable important to come to the Istanbul Convention, because you get 100% belief in the products. Of course, you can also believe in the products by being a product of the products. We're going to talk later about that. By using the product yourself. And I'm not saying that you should buy for a lot of money, but you need to have a product. You have to believe in the marketing process. by doing the marketing process. You have to believe in the management from XERA Pro, in the people, in the other leaders. And you only will get that if you come to Istanbul 13 and 14 July. You can only become successful if you go to all those big events. We build from event to event, but now we are in the marketing process. We talk about that later. But now you understand that this belief is so important. So if you're not going in the infrastructure, the Zooms, trainings like this, the hotel presentation, the Super Saturdays, the XERA Pro conventions, you're gonna start losing belief because you have people around you who want to steal your dreams. They want to tell you it will not work or you will not work, because the most important thing you must believe in, what is the most important thing to believe in? That's in you. You have to believe in yourself. And I believe in you because you now understand how it works. It's a journey in personal self-development. It's coming out of your comfort zone, but it is fantastic. It is difficult to do, but it is very, very rewarding. Okay, so this is the mindset part. Now we go to the marketing system part. Let me show you my slides again. Okay, we had this. Oh, here we go. We're going to talk about the proven marketing system. I will try to talk a little bit slower for the translation, but if I become excited, I start to talk faster and faster and faster. All right, so you must understand that learning something goes through 3 phases. The first phase is you get the information, what you write down in your notebook. Because otherwise you don't, tomorrow you maybe know 5% of this. And we also know we have to do duplication. So we have to bring this knowledge to people who we bring in the business. So we have to duplicate. So if we not make notes, we will only, duplicate 5%. And those people also not making notes. So they do 5% of 5%. That's why we need 100%. We need to make notes. And if we smart, we invite those people next week, Thursday, 9 p.m. Dubai time, all to this training again. Then I will train your people. Anyway, the first is the information. Second is the why. Why we have to do that. Why we have to make a name list. Why we have to do all those things. And the third one is that you're doing it, that you have the experience. And people who have the information and maybe not understand right away the why, they should be accepting this. And that's what you call be coachable. They should accepting this till they find out from their experience by doing it, the why. And only when you have the experience, then you know it. One of my mentors, Robert Kiyosaki, who wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad, he talks about fake teachers. Fake teachers are people who can tell you how to do it, but never did do it themselves. So this is important that you start to doing it. A lot of people say, though, can also say it another way. They say knowledge is power. That's not right. That's not true. Knowledge is potential power. What you do with your knowledge, the knowledge into action, that's the real power. If I fall in the water and the water is 3 meters deep and I know how to swim, but I'm not using it, my knowledge, I will drink a lot of water. I will not survive that. So you have to put your knowledge into action. And that is where coming out of your comfort zone starts. That is where going through your fears goes. But again, you have to believe in yourself, and I believe in you. I know you can do it. So this is essential for a substantial long business, for duplication, for exponential growth, for becoming number one in what you're doing. So we have to do three things. It is very easy. Three things. First, I said that before, we have to become a product of the product. We have to experience the product ourselves. This is very, very important, because if we believe in it, in the product, if we believe in ourselves, if we believe in the marketing process, we have a totally different body language than when we don't believe in it. We have a totally different way how we're using our voice. The intonation is totally different. And only 8% is content is important, but the 50% we communicate with is our body language. And the 38% is our intonation. And that is why we went to this teacher, and he was talking like this. He had no body language, no intonation. He was only talking 8% with the content, and we were falling asleep. And then we had this teacher who spoke like this with body language and intonation. He spoke with 100%. So if you believe in this, if you have the experience, you start to talk like that. And you're not playing that. And people see that. This is crucial, important in anything in life. I already said I'm going to give you tips also for other things in life to be successful. Now, the second thing you have to do is make a name list and not prejudge, not think, oh, this person is not interested and this person is interested. Everybody you know, you put in your second notebook. And this is not an event, it is a process. Every day you know new names, because you remember a lot of people who are not even in your phone. And I didn't say it is in your phone. I say put it in your notebook. This is very, very important. And the people you think will do it, they will not do it. And the people you think they will not do it, they do it. But it's not up to you. Up to you is make a name list and invite everybody to a presentation, not to decide who and who is not interested. Now, it's important that you write as much names as possible, 100 names or more. You don't do that in one day, but if you start to write, you will have every day new names. You write, you drive with your car to a street. Many years ago, there was a friend of you living there, and you remember the name. And it is very important, that is what a lot of people don't understand, that most people of your name list are probably not your most successful people. The most successful people are people you don't know today. So how do you know them in the future? Because you bring somebody off your name list, you bring them in the business, and this person will bring somebody else in the business who you don't know, who brings something else in the business who you don't know, who bring, let's say, Fernando in Rio de Janeiro, who you had no clue about, in the business. And now you have a huge organization because of Fernando in Brazil. And if you didn't put this first person in your name list, you never found on the fourth level Fernando. And that is what you call in network marketing drill for oil. And this is what most people do not understand if you compare that with normal marketing. So that is the first mistake a lot of people make. The next mistake is when they invite somebody to a presentation. So product of the product, name list, invite to a presentation. That's the only three things we have to do if we are new in this business. And what most people are doing, they're not inviting, they are explaining, they are answering questions. And that is another very big mistake, because you cannot answering the questions when you're new, and the goal of inviting is inviting and not presenting. The presentation, what can be the napkin, what can be a Zoom, what can be a physical presentation, is where it's gonna be explained. And after that presentation, we answer the questions. But we not start to answer questions during the invitation. So how do we then invite? We have, I say we have always those three famous questions. Questions that had to do with people who are worried about losing their income, people who are worried about they cannot pay their bills, or people they are worried that they have problems with control over their assets. That are the type of questions, or people talk about that, and you can react to that. Or you ask a question, are you also worried about how to keep you paying the bills in the future? Those kind of things. And then you can say, I found a solution for me. Maybe it's also something from you. Do you want to know? Yes. And then you invite. You're not going to explain anything. You're not going to, every question you say, that's the reason why I invite you to my business partner, if it's a napkin presentation, or to this Zoom presentation. This is how you always answer any questions when you invite. Good. Very powerful is become a master in inviting and promoting. This is very important because it's 80% of your success and it is 5% of your time. Let me explain why this is so important. If I know everything about the compensation plan, everything about the products, everything about blockchain, everything about the company, but I'm not inviting people to a presentation, I will not become rewarded. But if I don't know about all those things, but the only thing what I do, because I'm a master in inviting and promoting, to bring people where my business partner is doing the napkin, I will start to make money, because people will decide out of this sorting process if they are interested to buy products or to start to do this as a business, yes or no. And that is why this is so powerful. And how better you become in promoting my training next week, Tuesday, how more successful you become, because you have more people of your organization trained. And by the way, there was a little bit of confusion today about the time. It is always Thursday, 9 p.m. Dubai time, English with fantastic Spanish and Arabic translation. And every Tuesday, I will do that in German, because I speak also German. It's also 9 p.m. So if you know people who speak German, want to have training, bring them 9 p.m. on the Tuesday. So how better you become in inviting and promoting, the same is true for Istanbul. How more people you have from your team in Istanbul of the convention, how more people will have 100% belief. So that's why this is so important. We have a fantastic link tree with a lot of XERA tools. We have fantastic new videos in it. We have even a video how to do the napkin presentation, what I'm gonna train very, very instantly next week, Tuesday in German and Thursday in English. And I will train there also before, during, and after, because it's much more than just the napkin presentation and in what kind of circumstances, but we'll not do that now, of course. A lot of important tools are there. So make sure that you have a picture of this link. Good. Now, we also have to know what then our toolbox is. When you are a carpenter, you have a screwdriver and a hammer in your toolbox, and you know when to use the screwdriver and when to use the hammer. And if you use the hammer when you should use the screwdriver, you break something. So if we become professional in this, we also have to know when to use what. So we call those tools marketing instruments. But before we explain that, we have to understand that these marketing instruments work like pizza slices. Sometimes I say in a funny way, we are in the pizza slice business. What does it mean? If I give you a whole pizza, you're not hungry anymore. But I want to give you a pizza slice, two things can happen. You don't like the pizza, the taste of the pizza, or you are even more hungry. And this is how we do this business. We give people marketing instrument, and by doing that, the belief system go up. They will not give them their whole pizza. A lot of people in the beginning, they don't do that because they don't have the information, but now they're 2 months in the business and they learned a lot, and now they want to give all this information in one go. It's not going to work. You're going to give the whole pizza. No, you have to give a pizza slide. So what are then the marketing instruments? Now, everything starts with a name list. We already spoke about that. But then we have other marketing instruments like the Nomo app, like the Neo One app, like Product Quantwise, like in the back office, Hybrid Minty. We can all show those things. It's all marketing instruments. Then we have, of course, the napkin presentation. We have the PowerPoint presentation used in the Zoom. So the Zoom presentation. We have the physical hotel meetings. We have the Super Saturdays, what is a Saturday or Sunday, where we have not only a presentation, but also training. Can also be that we do a napkin workshop there. And we have nationals, internationals. And now, of course, we have this fantastic event in Istanbul. So here we have the napkin. As said before, if you want to be trained in a napkin by me, and you want to have your team be trained by the napkin by me, then promote like never before next Thursday, 9 p.m. And if they speak German, I have it also in German. Here's it in German, the German napkin presentation. Now, here is the new napkin presentation, because in the backside we have the all-in-one promotion. I'm going to talk about that, like I said, next week much more in detail. So we have used the napkin also for the all-in-one promotion. Now, now we know the marketing instruments. We also have to know the marketing process. What is that? That is when to use the hammer and when to use the screwdriver. When to use which marketing instrument in the time. So which marketing instruments are we using every day? Okay, every day we are using the name list, because every day we write new names in our name list. We meet new people, we remember other people, we start, because if you start to do that, you will be surprised how many names come up in your mind. Every day we can invite those people to somebody else, our sponsor or upline, what I call our support line, to do the napkin. Or when we are already a few weeks or maybe 5-6 weeks, depending on your level of development, you can do the napkin yourself. Now, every day you can do this. The question is, how many napkins are you doing a day? If you want to make not so much money, my advice is to do 1 napkin in the week. If you want to have more chance on more rewards, then do 5 every day. Don't do the weekend. The weekend you take off. If you want even a bigger chance, then you do 10 napkins every day. If you do 10 napkins every day, how much presentation did you do? Or you invite 10 people every day where somebody else is doing the napkin if you don't do the napkin yourself. You have 50 presentations, napkin presentation in a week. And now it's not a selling business, but a sorting business. Because some will say yes, some will say no. Some will, some won't. So what next? And every no brings you closer for a yes. But if I do once a week or once a month a napkin, or I invite once a week somebody to a presentation, now I am selling, because it is really important that this person is buying something. But if I do so many napkins or invite so many people to a presentation, it doesn't matter anymore. The person is not important anymore. I'm in the sorting process. It's a number game. Very powerful information, okay? So now we go what we're going to do every week. Every week, of course, every day we do immanent the napkin. The next day, napkin. Imminent, but transcendent, we are focusing on this hotel presentation. So imminent today, tomorrow, the day after, but the fourth day we have the hotel presentation. So why we do so many napkins? Because we know people who did the napkin and they are interested, they will also want to have the next pizza slide. That is the hotel presentation. And then we do the same and the same and the same. And then we have a Zoom presentation, the next pizza slide, or first a Zoom and then the hotel presentation. This is how we increase their belief system. The same we do for the Super Saturday. So every day napkin, once a week the hotel, once a week the Zoom, the next week the same, the next week the same. And transcendent, we focus on this Super Saturday. So we have a lot of people on the Super Saturday. And the same we do now, and that is in 2 months' time, less than 2 months' time, we do, of course, for the XERA Pro convention in Istanbul. Here you go. This was already in January, but now we are in May. So in May, we do the same, as I said. In June, we do the same. So we can have a lot of people in Istanbul. So let's have a look what's going to happen in Istanbul.
In a city between two continents, two worlds come together. Humanity and technological innovation. Discover the latest news. New launches. Powerful leadership. Istanbul, July 13th and 14th, 2024. Join the community. Join the revolution. Be XERA. Be Pro.
Right. Now, we're going to talk about that later because the ticket sales goes unbelievable. So make sure we're going to talk about that later in the next part of the presentation, that you don't miss it, that we don't have to say, sorry, it's sold out, because we're going to sell this out, going to happen. By the way, I saw a funny guy with a white suit and long hair and a black cap also there in this video. That was me, by the way. Okay, so sorting process. I said if we do it like this, we are not in the selling, we are in the sorting process. So after the presentation, the only thing you have to say is there are 3 possibilities. 1, 2, 3. A child of 6 can do this. There are 3 possibilities. Possibility number 1 is you want to have the products and also make a business out of this. Number 1. Number 2, you have questions. And number 3 is you only want to have the product. So are you number 1, number 2, or number 3? This is the close. It is a sorting process. It's so easy. And if somebody said I'm number 2, then you answer the question. Or if you knew, the person who helps you, your business partner, your sponsor, or your support line is helping you to answer the question. And you also learning from the questions and the answers. And then only number 1 and number 3 is possible. So the first thing, if somebody is a number 1 or number 3, is give him the link from your back office, from your XERA back office. Here is the link if people don't know where it is. So it is affiliate marketing. You can get them into the community. So they register via your referral link. They pay the platform membership for the Know Your Customers. And you help them also, of course, with ordering products, although we have a fantastic all-in-one product now. We'll come to that later. And then this is also very important. There is a Wikipedia, you can say, from all the different things in XERA or in KMall. People can look for themselves and learn about that and go through that. And this is the repeating road to success. This is how you build up your team. I put it in a very easy way. Number 1, somebody has a business presentation. It can be the napkin, can be the Zoom, although the Zoom is more difficult because it's very difficult to close, but Zoom is more to increase the belief system, or a physical presentation. Then number 2, the person decides to be a number 1, I want to do the business. Then he's going to do his first order to become a product of the product. Number 3. Number 4, he goes to this training. And because you're so smart to invite all those people next Thursday to this training, so I will do the training. Make a name list. He has 2 notebooks. And 5, he is inviting people to the next presentation. Can be the napkin, can be the Zoom, can be from his name list, can be a hotel presentation. And by repeating this, you are not only building your community, but you also start to grow as a person. You start to grow with your personal self-development, because you have to do things you never did before. You have to improve skills. You're going out of your comfort zone. Okay, now we have also a general disclaimer. You can make a picture of that. I'm not going to read that to you, and then you can read it in your own time. Good. Everything here ending with this question, very famous question from me. Are you prepared to have a laser focus that make you unstoppable, creating a level of success you never had before? All right, now we go to the third part of this training. I have to find the slides for that. 1 second. Yes, here they are. Here are the slides. Here we go. Here we go. Good. Okay. Good. I want to explain the whole system in a different way, and I think that can be very enlightening what I'm going to explain. Okay. So, you know, if you have a group of friends, and somebody of those friends, they went to a certain cinema in the city. And in this cinema are always unbelievable good movies. And what you do now, you say, you should go to that cinema because there is this movie and that movie and that movie. And that is exactly the same what we are doing. The friends, the community of friends is XERA Pro. That is the community of friends, is our community. And we recommend not the cinema, but K-Mall. And in K-Mall, there are not the different movies, there are the different products, like Quantwise, an AI-driven trading software, Layer K, software and hardware to create new digital assets, and also Wallach, early access to new products entering the marketing price. No, not the marketing price, marketing place, yes. And now we have all those movies, you can say, we have now all in one. So you can, you know, you can go and you can see all the movies, and that's the all-in-one product. Again here, a general disclaimer, please make a picture of that. I'm not want to go through that, so that you can, again, read it for yourself. And from 19th of May till the 15th of June, we have this all-in-one plus product where we have AI software that is quantwise. We have cloud minting, and we have also products what's working with Wallach, and we can have them in 3 different categories. Here you go. All right, good. So this is very important to make a use of this promotion, but we also have a massive promotion in the compensation plan or rewards plan. Again, a disclaimer, again, you can make a picture of this. And we know that till now, before, not now, but before, we only had a bonus of 10 till 15% of what we did. What with people you know, who we introduced to K-Mall, to the cinema, we got 30% of what kind of movie they were watching or what kind of products they are buying. Now we get 30%. So we get 30% of this promotion. So those 2 promotions work fantastic together. And before, we also had a situation that if somebody is a referral or recommend somebody else, we get also from this person what he's buying, we get also a percentage, and it will not be a qualification or active status for that till monthly active status requirement till 12th of July. So also that we should use. This is lifted. Now, we also have a situation that from the commissions we got, 70% we could take out and 30% was to buy other products, to go to other movies. But now 100% is paid out to us. We can take it out. So this is a fantastic combination. 30% for what you yourself do, the direct sales, the direct bonus, and 100% of that reward you can take out. So this is still the 12th of July, and I know that a lot of people are very, very excited about this. And the reason why it's still the 12th of July, because the 13th and 14th of July, we are, of course, in Istanbul, and so many fantastic things gonna be announced. I know a lot of that, but I'm not allowed to say that, of course, there. But not only fantastic things gonna be announced, your belief system will go to 100%. So let's end with the convention in Turkey, in Istanbul. We have several kind of tickets. We have the VIP tickets. I think they almost sold out, or they are sold out. I don't know for sure, or almost sold out. We have the platinum tickets, and we have the silver ticket. And if you buy 5 tickets, doesn't matter which category, the VIP, the platinum, or the silver ticket, you get 1 for free. So you pay for 4 and you get 5. You see that here on the slide. Now, what is the difference in the categories? So I don't know, as I give now this training, if the VIP tickets are still there or not. I don't know that, but if they're still there, what are you getting for that? You get access to the conference, of course. Everybody's getting that, every ticket for 2 days. But you also treat this as a VIP, and you can go to the VIP and the speaker lounge. There's a network catering and welcome drink, one-on-one meeting with the conference speakers or industry experts, specialized registration areas, like when you are on the desk from an airline, you don't have to stand in line with all the others. You have a priority seating in the front. You get a t-shirt, you get a VIP lunch, and a coffee break. And this cost 299. You see, for 5 people, you have 1 for free. The platinum ticket, they are still there. I know that for sure. As I said before, VIP, I don't know for sure, but platinum, they're still there. Access to the conference for 2 days, of course. Also the priority seating, also t-shirt, also VIP lunch area, and a coffee break. And the silver ticket, by the way, the platinum ticket is 199 also. If you buy 5, you get, if you buy, you get 1 for free. Silver ticket, of course, access to the conference for 2 days, and coffee break. All right, so we cannot miss that. We really have to go there. We have to become, how you say it, a master in promoting. So don't miss out on this. And also don't miss out on this. Make a picture for this, that we stay connected. And also be a master in inviting, and invite for next Thursday, 9 p.m. So it's always 9 p.m. Don't be confused. If there is 3 p.m., it will be 9 p.m. Dubai time. That is 7 p.m. Central European time. I think it's 6 p.m. UK time. I hope I'm not making a mistake with all those time. It is 8 p.m. Eastern European time, Cyprus time, and Greece time. I will do this training again. We're going to talk intensively about the napkin next week. The week after that, we're going to probably repeat this training, this get started training again. Next Tuesday, also 9 p.m. 7 o'clock in Germany for the German speaking, 7 Uhr for the German speaking people. They can hear this in German, I will do it in German. So if you have German-speaking people or in your downline, make sure everybody is there Tuesday. Anyway, I see you all next week, and for sure I see you all in Istanbul. And I always love to talk with you. I always love to hear from you. I always love to hear how successful you are and how you're using my trainings in the practice, and how you experience things, and most important, how you come on a higher awareness level. Thank you very much. Have a nice rest of your day, and see you soon. Take care.